It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Riverhawks and the Bisons on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sooner State and the hard-working capital of Oklahoma City. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake-bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Room here to run. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 6. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And the slot man goes in motion left. Looking to throw. Stevenson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards that time. Well, what an exciting time here in this great city. Of course, it's no stranger to big-time sports. They've had the NBA team here, but now a relocation franchise in the NFL. And these fans, they could not be more excited for what it's going to mean for this city. It's just going to be a great source of civic pride here. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back to throw again. This is caught, and he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bisons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, we'll see what he can do. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw. Page. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That's complete to Whitaker. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Dupree. Yeah, he just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dupree. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of mid. That's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's the second down and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dupree. Busts through the tackle. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get this to the 31. When you look at this defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Oklahoma City has the football here to begin the second quarter. 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. Looking to throw. Stevenson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
At the 32-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Up the middle they go. Dupree, and he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stevenson able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Now a handoff up the middle. Blackburn. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Whitaker. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stevenson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 11. Operating from the gun. Stevenson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Whitaker. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Off the bootleg. Stevenson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Stevenson. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Stevenson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Page. Throw left side complete. That's Perez. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In motion right, one of the tight ends. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bison's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Operating from the gun, Stevenson. Pass incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Steps away to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bisons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space.
Here comes third and about a foot.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Off the play fake. Page.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
He came through right with a nice pass break up there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
The Bison's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him. And he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dupree. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Stevenson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, Dupree. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Stevenson. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Delay of game, offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw. Stevenson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Off play action. Page. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They'll run on 1st down. Dupree, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Page. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Throwing to start the drive. Stevenson. And this one is incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Stevenson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Back to throw. Page. Now they go screen. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 15 and a first.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Looking to throw. Page. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll try and run the option. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Little read option, the end result, the first down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback. Just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this worked well for them.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun. Page. Over the middle, complete. It's Perez. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down. Page.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point.
Throwing to start the drive. Stevenson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Whitaker. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment defense.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Automatic first down.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man. Complete. That's Whitaker.
And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw. Stevenson. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third and 5.
Off the bootleg. Stevenson. And he fends him off. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 9, 2:10 on the clock. They have 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning to work with, but they also need 2 scores. They've got to go quick. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Perez. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Page. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Off the play fake. Page.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And his kick here is good, and that'll move him back within 6 now. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Oklahoma City, they make amends for their week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
Meanwhile, for Honolulu,
they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.